Welcome back to the Crypto Report, everybody. I am Crypto Kip. Happy Monday. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening to everybody out there. And good news, there is $12 billion just waiting to be squeezed. A big, beautiful short squeeze we've been waiting for. It's been building up. It was a couple $1 billion, then it was $9 billion. As of today, I've seen estimates that it's around $12 billion worth of short squeezes that are betting against Bitcoin. These are the hedge funds. And if you recall what's happened with hedge funds in the past, they don't make all the good calls. Just look at GameStop, that saga, which is actually crazy still. We'll talk a little bit about that in this video. But guys, $12 billion worth of shorts could be squeezed for Bitcoin, sending us to 80, 90, or even $100,000 as a price level for Bitcoin. And it all lines up with the greater cycle that we've been talking about in these markets for a while now. If you're into it, smash the like button, subscribe to the channel to get more updates on crypto, my friends. There is a lull, a little bit of a pause right now in the altcoin and meme coin action. Of course, some are moving today, but in general, flat to calm right now as Bitcoin is the one that everybody's watching as per usual, guys. Let's get into some of the breaking crypto news today. Talk about the Fed and FOMC meeting coming up this week on Wednesday. Big news. Is the Fed going to pivot? Are we going to see a rate cut? Well, the odds say no, but the news says yes. So we've got a lot to get into. Welcome back, everybody. Servando Estrada in the chat. West Texas Crypto. Benny Blue Eyes. Welcome, everybody. Greedy Panda. Yes, said channel just reached 19K subs. That is correct. We have 19,000 subscribers, and a big shout out to each and every single one of you guys that tune into these live streams and that watch our content regularly. We just love cryptocurrency. We started this channel 2 years ago in an effort to learn more about it ourselves and hopefully educate others out there in this space. But I do want you guys to know that the true purpose of this channel is for entertainment purposes only. Nothing we say is financial advice. To all 19,000 of my subscribers, much love, guys. Thanks for calling that out. Greedy Panda, appreciate you guys. Let's get into it. Let's do this, Kip, says the Crypto Keeper. What's up, BSS? How's it going? A shout out to Legacy Legendsman. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Yes, he is starting to come out of the shadows and show his true potential. He is in beast mode, as is the crypto market. Shout out to Benny Blue Eyes as well. Okay, guys, so got the hellos in there. A beautiful day to talk about cryptocurrency. So let's look at what's going on with the 38 viewers we have right now. How many likes can we get up to, guys? We got 38 viewers. Smash that like button for us, guys. So Bitcoin had a little bit of a slip, and I'm going to start with this story. We were at 72,000, and then, oh no, Big Friday crypto sell-off pulls Bitcoin below 70K. Couple things I want to talk about with this article right here by CoinDesk, which does a pretty good job, but Big Friday crypto sell-off pulls Bitcoin below 70K. This tells you that there wasn't a lot of news going on in the markets because this was not a substantial move at all. If you look at what happened with Bitcoin, Bitcoin pulls off Bitcoin off 70K on the Friday. Well, look at the weekly candle that we just closed out of, guys. It was a green candle. So we're concerned, and there's articles that try to make us all concerned about a pullback off 70K. I did a video about the flash crash, got a lot of views. I know people like to trade. They like to react. They like to click videos based on emotion, and so headlines come through with that. But when we talk about it, guys, even if I talk about a flash crash, I'm tempering the expectations for anything crazy, because the reality is we've got ranges we can trade in, and these ranges are fantastic for just that, trading. You can do a lot of beautiful things and make some pretty good money when you're trading in some of these key levels. Fortunately, my Bitcoin chart's not really working out right now. Let me see if I can get this thing freshened up and fixed. Let's see if I can get that fixed. I'll have to come back, I guess, to my Bitcoin chart because it don't look like it's working right now. Maybe I'll try that again. Boom. Looks like my trading view is kind of messing up. But anyway, you can see that weekly candle did flip green. So this news story, really a non-event. Unfortunately, my Bitcoin chart's not working. That bums me out, but that's okay. Anyway, yes, we did have a little bit of a sell-off, but why? We talked about this. It was just liquidations, guys. It was leverage trading. And unfortunately, guys, People lose money in leverage trading, but there are people that are making a ton of money, and you could do it if you guys, use proper risk strategies, right? Set your stop losses. Don't invest more than you're willing to lose. And if you have a win, if you are in the green, please take profit, right? If you guys do want to sign up, by the way, for FOMC, you can get up to a $4,100 sign-up bonus when you use our link down below. So check that out if you want to do it. But please be careful. I do not want you to be one of those people to get liquidated, though I think there is some spectacular trading opportunities in here, which I was going to show you guys. There's a lot of beautiful ranges in here that I'd love to talk about. Unfortunately, it doesn't look like my Bitcoin chart wants to cooperate, so I'll try to pull that up, I guess, here. Boop. Try to pull that up here really quick. Let me just see if I can get this back. All right. Okay, we got our Bitcoin chart back, folks. That's good news. Smash the like button. We got the Bitcoin chart back. So again, we've been looking at some of these ranges. I said, look out for some of these levels. These are the daily candles. Look out for a bounce off the previous high. We essentially got that, right? It wicked a little bit below, just as we called out. Here we are moving back above this kind of yellow band that we've been in, right? We've kind of had this sideways move between this top range up here and this yellow line and this bottom range. You have this green line, which is the previous all-time high. And then you have the newest all-time high that was set just this year. That's the wick above the previous high that we've been waiting for the true parabolic breakout from. But anyway, guys, now that we've kind of tested and taken some support here on this previous high, I am looking for that moment where those liquidations can start occurring, not to the downside like we had happen here, which really was no surprise. Again, this is the move that headline was about right here. This move right here is where that CoinDesk article came from, crash below 70K. All it is some liquidations. Now we're breaking above this line. Wouldn't be surprised to see a move continuing up above this line, and even now taking a chance possibly at the previous high here sooner rather than later, though there are some hedge funds trying to stop us. So, you could see some more bounces around some of these ranges, trading in between some of these lines that we have until we kind of get to this point. We're running out of time, and then we're just basically playing between the old high from 2021 and then the new high, and gonna have to find some new ranges in there. So we'll keep an eye on that. And there might be some kind of wedge forming here for Bitcoin, which I do want to keep an eye on. Something potentially in here, but it's not a very strong channel yet. So I'm not really focused on that. But anyway, decent trading opportunities. I think that Black Sea and myself are going to continue to talk about trading more so, because in a bull market, especially to the upside, you can get some good trades if you're using low leverage and, managing your risk properly. So check that out in the link down below. But let's get into some of the news stories, my friends. So again, big Friday crypto sell-off, big bad, bear headline. But what are the facts? Well, the facts are the ETFs are accumulating 19 consecutive days of inflows. 19 consecutive days of these ETFs having inflows, guys. This is a very, very bullish thing. And so you might be wondering, well, Crypto Kip, how come the inflows are so strong? And if BlackRock and if everybody's buying all these Bitcoin every single day, we've looked at the fact that there's like a couple hundred Bitcoin being mined each day versus a couple thousand or like 25,000 Bitcoin being purchased each day by these ETFs. Well, Crypto Kip, how come the price of Bitcoin isn't just going up? Well, there is an answer for that. And the answer is because it is being suppressed. There is an insane amount of shorts out there. There are hedge funds shorting Bitcoin at record highs. This is the most amount of shorts we've seen on Bitcoin. This is absolutely unbelievable. And this is about $12 billion worth of shorts that are stacking up here for Bitcoin. And we're going to go over to that liquidation heat map that we love so much. And let me go ahead and pull myself over to the side here. So looking at this liquidation heat map, you will see, guys, here's $2.84 billion at one price level, $71,958. $2.84 billion waiting to be short squeezed. What is a short squeeze, guys? This is people betting against Bitcoin. This is hedge funds betting against Bitcoin, just like they did for GameStop. You can think of it like the GameStop saga. Shout out to West Texas Crypto, by the way, for gifting a Crypto Report membership. We do have memberships on this channel. Congratulations, Servando Estrada, my guy. He's been in the chat for a while. with a membership on this channel, you get access to our private Discord where you can talk to me and Black C in our private Discord, along with the rest of the Crypto Report community that is members. So check that out. Congratulations to you. I'll take some of the questions as well. So throw some questions out there. But I do want to focus in. Time to liquidate the market manipulators. I love it, Benny Blue Eye. And I agree. Because again, $2.59 billion waiting to be liquidated at a $71,958 Bitcoin. And then just look at some of these other levels. 2.478 at 72,188. And just keep looking, guys. 1 billion, 2 billion, 1 billion, 2 billion. This is probably actually over $12 billion. It's hard to add all this up. This isn't the easiest chart to look at that on, but I've seen figures saying about over $12 billion worth of shorts ready to be squeezed. And to the downside, not as many. There are not as many people that are trying to long Bitcoin here as there are people trying to short it. Instead, it seems like people like BlackRock, like institutions like you and me, we are maybe doing some leverage, right? This is retail leverage. This is institutional leverage. The institutions, and when I say institutions, in this case, I mean hedge funds, are betting against Bitcoin. They're betting against you and me. And we have some positions down here. And I think that these positions are going to crush these positions. We've had some liquidations recently. There's still some other levels at about 68,500 that you have to be aware of, right? That's the recent level that we wicked down to. That's the reason we flash crashed recently. That's the reason I came with that video recently. But I do expect some more upside soon, really soon, hopefully, because again, my friends, we are waiting for that true bull market breakout. And if you go out and you zoom out and you look at the weekly candles for Bitcoin and you see the story on the chart as it shows, we've been in this sideways range for about 95 days, really almost 100 days now. We've already wicked above our previous high, and I'm waiting, just waiting for that true breakout past the previous high, the parabolic explosion. And I think that these short squeezes that could be coming right here, the facts, guys, could be the catalyst to drive us to that 80, 90,000 or $100,000 price level for Bitcoin fast. And I'm saying really fast. It would be absolutely beautiful. Scossum with another gifted Crypto Report membership. Shout out to you, Scossum. Congratulations to our new member as well. In the chat, welcome, guys. Make sure you do get into our private Discord and get in there, because we are talking about with our community locally about, some of the memes we're picking. Black C's been talking more about some of his trades and getting in those chats, trying to get in there once a day. I've been really busy the last week, so I haven't personally been in there, but I always make sure to go in and catch up. I'll do a paragraph. I'll come in. I'll do some responses. We're trying to get into there every single day and take it more and more seriously, and even get some moderators. There's already some natural leaders in the chat. We have a really great community we're building up, so check that out, guys. Okay, so let's talk a little bit about some more of this news. Shout out to Knowledge and Information. Shout out to Tennessee Eco Man. Welcome, everybody. Benny Blue Eyes also showing you my Twitter if you want to check that out, guys. I do tweet quite a bit. Again, the last couple weeks has been a little rough. I was sick, but always trying to give you guys the latest updates, and the videos never stop. I'll tell you that much. The videos never stop. Other things to talk about besides the short squeeze and liquidations. Remember, guys, these Bitcoin ETFs are buying an insane amount of Bitcoin. 34 spot Bitcoin ETFs hold 1 million Bitcoin. Well, let's think about this, guys. 1% of all the Bitcoin in the world, okay? 1% of all, or excuse me, $1 million. What percent is that of all the Bitcoin in the world, my friends? Any guesses? Any guesses? The answer, I had it pulled up on the screen instead. It is not here right now. The answer, though, my friends, is this is about 5% of all the Bitcoin in the world, because some of the Bitcoin are missing. There's 21 million Bitcoin in existence, but 5% of all the Bitcoin in the world has been accumulated by these institutions very quickly. Very quickly. How quickly? I think I have that pulled up as well. It took gold ETFs 5 years to cross the 15 billion in inflows, and Bitcoin did it in 5 months. Bitcoin is flying off the shelves, guys. To think that in the short half a year that the Bitcoin ETFs have been around, the success that Bitcoin has in comparison to gold and its traction, to think that the institutions in literally 5 months already hold 5% of the supply of Bitcoin. First of all, it's a little scary, yes. But second of all, it's very exciting, because that means that there is a huge demand for this thing. And that means that these institutions think it's here to stay. They're not just gambling and speculating on it. These institutions launch these ETFs as an alternative to gold. This is digital gold, guys, and it is outpacing gold itself clearly, as we can see right here. Now, again, something I've talked about a lot on our channel is how dumb I think these shorts are. Because if you think about how well this is progressing against gold, right? Bitcoin's the new digital gold. What you're going to see, my friends, is that if Bitcoin flips the market cap of gold, which one day I think it's going to do, you're looking at these prices at a $790,000 Bitcoin. And you know, guys, that's going to come at some point in the future. Could it come in this bull market? That's a little far-fetched, maybe, but I'm never going to say that it's not possible. I'm never going to say that it's impossible because of the institutional adoption that we see. Again, 5 months, 5% of the supply of Bitcoin has been accumulated by the largest asset managers in the world. That's absolutely incredible. And if you agree, there's 84 viewers out there. If you agree to my 84 viewers watching the stream right now, do me a favor and smash the like button because it's an exciting thing. It's a very exciting thing. And I think this is inevitable, my friends. So other things to be conscious of. Well, the trend for crypto is your friend, and the trend is up and to the right because we are in a bull market cycle right now. Though, to think we're, really right on track. For a while there, people were thinking, oh, this is overextended. This bull run's way too fast. You're not really hearing people say that anymore. That isn't not really the narrative right now. In fact, what we're seeing is we're right on schedule. If you look at this price cycle top indicator, you'll see we are right below this 350-day moving average line and right above our 111 daily moving average line, putting us right in this range where we haven't quite broken out above this green line yet, right? We haven't seen this parabolic breakout move, which again is going to happen, my friends, when Bitcoin makes that move past its previous high. Look in the overall market cap going back past $3 trillion, which I think is going to happen, right? But we are right on schedule. And when we do get this move above this 350-day moving average, it's going to be absolutely beautiful. But we can still get some bounces off of it, as you've seen in the past, and then kind of continue into our bull market from there. But this is something I look at all the time. I also like to look at the stock to flow model, as this one's a good indicator as well, as we see the colors here shifting. Still waiting to get into that yellow and bright green phase. Really, that yellow phase is the best moment to be taking profits in crypto. And red goes before the orange, which orange comes before the yellow. And the yellow is when you are climbing this little ridge up here and making your way to that, what price levels? You see 280,000, 200, 300,000. Can we get up there? I do think a $200,000 Bitcoin is possible. There's so much data we have right now showing us that this is possible. And mostly, just the volume being bought by these ETFs and these consistent inflows for 19 days, absolutely a beautiful thing. Another thing coming that is very bullish, potentially for not only crypto, but the regular market as well. Smash the like button as well. Thank you, Servando Estrada. Appreciate that. How's it going, Marty? Welcome. Black Sea getting some love, my partner on this channel. Shout out to Artman. Welcome, everybody. As you're joining in, we are talking about this potential $12 billion short squeeze for Bitcoin that would drive us up. But here's something else, another bullish factor that I want you guys to be aware of. Now, this is a little bearish, actually. So how am I going to get to the bull case? You'll see here in a second. So the next FOMC meeting, my friends, is in 2 days, this Wednesday. FOMC, Board of Governors getting together. The Fed is going to come out with an announcement. Are they going to raise, lower, or pause the U.S. interest rate? Well, the data is suggesting that right now we are looking at a 99.4% chance here in the United States for a Fed rate pause, okay? But what I want to remind you guys is the Fed sometimes does do things that are unexpected. And though all these analysts and these beautiful people with calculators and, tape on their glasses want to make a 99% prediction that there's going to be a Fed rate pause, which there's a high chance that that's going to happen. That's what I expect to happen. I'm going to leave a chance, a 0.6% chance. I'm going to leave a little higher chance of that. I'm going to say 10% chance just because I think it's possible. A 10% chance that the Fed could pivot, meaning they might lower the interest rate, because this interest rate situation here in the U.S. is absolutely killing the economy right now. Inflation's been killing the economy, but the interest rates are killing the economy as well. We've got a presidential election year. At some point, we do expect to pivot, and the odds go up over the next couple months to see a kind of pivot, the Fed has come out and out of nowhere said there's going to be 3 rate cuts at some point this year. Now, he didn't really want to focus in on that language in the last meeting, but it'll be curious to see if in this meeting he even talks about that. But instead of these odds, which don't look so good, make you feel bearish, let me show you something that might make you feel kind of bullish. The Fed could come out and they could decide to do something that could pump the market, which is just lower the interest rate against all the odds. Crypto investment products saw $2 billion in inflows last week amid rate cut anticipation. Well, how could there be rate cut anticipation if the Fed calculator prediction is that it's a 99% chance that there's not going to be a Fed rate cut? Well, where are these billions of dollars in bets coming from behind this idea of a magical rate cut that doesn't exist for the US? Well, the answer, my friends, is in the European central banks. The European central banks just did a rate cut, which they're saying was logical after an inflation retreat. We've had an inflation retreat too, though our Fed is looking for more of a retreat, right? They're looking for more data showing that what they've done has worked. It has worked, but they don't want to pivot too early because then all of a sudden we're risking hyperinflation, but there's a presidential election coming. Now they've got more pressure because on the global stage, the European Central Bank just cut their interest rates. You also see the Bank of Canada that just pivoted and cut their rates as well. And so now you're wondering, what happens next for the United States? Well, some people are speculating, again, $2 billion worth of bets came into this market saying that, hey, maybe it's time for the U.S. to Fed pivot as well. There's an election coming. And if that happens, guys, that would shock the market in the most bullish way, at least for the mid to short term. In the end, it could cause hyperinflation, but people are tired of, all these shenanigans that are going on. Let's do a little update on meme coins right now because we have been talking a lot about meme coins. Shout out to Scossum, by the way, saying with a $5 super chat. Thank you for that super chat. 2 weeks until my BTC stake is done. Might just put it a low leverage long when I have access to it. Absolutely. I mean, I hear what you're saying, but you do want to be careful, Scossum. If that is all your Bitcoin, maybe you take a percentage of that, right? We do not want to give up our Bitcoin positions unless you're playing a game where, you're not putting at the risk of a liquidation. It's fun to I like to take a multi portfolio approach, right? There's a trading portfolio, there's a holding portfolio, and then there's like a swing trading portfolio or like a leverage trading portfolio. So you can kind of break it up into categories. And a leverage trading, you really don't need that much capital to make a tremendous amount of capital when you're using, 3 to 5x leverage. Some people are maniacs. Some people like to use 10, 20, 30, 40, 50x leverage. I'm a maniac. I like to do that. I got to cool it. I got to do more of that 2 to 5x leverage because you have more success that way. You make money less quickly, but you can still make money pretty darn quick doing that. So good luck to you. Check out our sign up link if you want to use FEMAX. Maybe you already signed up. I don't know, but please be careful when you're using leverage. That's for sure. But I appreciate your super chat. So I'll look into some of these things that we got going on in the chat. We'll talk. John Denver says Welsh. Absolutely. Let's talk about some of the memes because the memes are certainly how we got 96 viewers, by the way, right now. And we got 42 of them on X and 54 of you guys on YouTube. That's very shocking. I actually didn't know I could see that. So 42 you guys on X, welcome. We've only done about 5 streams on X, so make sure you check it out. And also follow us on X because we are consistently putting out content for you guys, short form videos on X every day, and then live streams every Monday through Friday. Whenever I get a chance to go live, usually at around 8 or 9 o'clock in the morning or right around lunchtime, usually. So welcome to the Crypto Report family. Anyway, let's talk about some meme coins because I know this is like the meme coin bull market. And if you don't believe me, just look at CoinMarketCap, guys. It's the #1 top trending category in all of cryptocurrencies. It is the thing that brings life to chains. Look at Solana. Solana is exciting because memes. Base chain, the base chain from Coinbase. Why is it exciting? Because of Brett and the memes. And if you look at the top memes, you will see by rank, you will see that Brett has now made it into the top 10. Base chain is very relevant because of the Brett token. Brett token is at $1.7 billion market cap. You could have easily bought this token under $100 million. I myself missed this one as well. I did not get into the base chain early, but the good news is I think that the base chain is still early. Maybe Brett, not as much, but Pepe went to $7 billion and Pepe is even on a retracement right now. But again, I said in this title, altcoins and meme coins pause because look at these top coins. Not a lot of them are moving, not over the last 24 hours, not over the last 7 days, with the exception of Brett. bonks down 16%, though, it's had a lot of volatility, comes up, comes down. Floki, very flat to calm. Dog of Hat up today, down over the last 7 days. Pepe's up, down over the last 7 days, probably up over the last month. Recently dropped to zero. Dog to the Moon, a token, which is a Runes protocol token on Bitcoin. I think this is going to achieve higher than $1 billion market cap at some point. I told you guys that at some point, a Bitcoin-related meme token is probably going to make it into the top 10 of memes, and I was exactly right. Dog to the Moon token did. And there's other dog tokens out there, other tokens in general. People are excited about it. Let's see some of the top gainers today. None of these I'm aware of. I have no idea what a lot of these are. I've heard of Cat with Hat. Actually, I think I got airdropped some Cat with Hat because I pre-ordered the Solana phone. And so that got airdropped to some of the Solana phone guys, I believe, if I'm thinking of the right coin. But there's a couple coins moving today. Nothing going absolutely crazy. Everything's a little bit flat to calm today. So that's kind of interesting. I was going to see. I wanted to see where Welsh was at. Welsh was up earlier today, but Welsh is up 44% over the last 7 days. Actually, let's see how that's ranking. Yeah, so Welsh is another dog meme on Bitcoin. Full disclosure, I'm a holder on this one. I bought the dip on this thing, pretty brutal. This thing was all the way up at a penny, came down to like 0.25 cents or maybe even lower. Had a beautiful buying the dip opportunity. I took advantage. I think this one's going to be $1 billion meme. It's only at a $70 million or $37 million market cap. At one point, it was $100 million. I think it's going to get back into its highs. I think it's going to go higher because Stacks is an ecosystem that I'm very, very bullish on right now. And Stacks is also doing all right over the last 7 days. It is one of the top performers, up 16% over the last 7 days. I expect that whole ecosystem, not just the memes, to come back at some point, though it did get through some big FUD recently. There's Jasmy Coin making a big move today. It is now, probably one of the top performing tokens on the day. Soon, I am going to buy some Jasmy Coin because I see the community is very strong behind it, and I am seeing a little bit more about the tokenomics behind it, some of the partnerships. I also like where its previous highs are at. I think this is going to go to $1. I think it could go possibly, kind of similar to Crowcoin, though it may even potentially have more percentage gain opportunities than Crowcoin. We'll see how that plays out. Crowcoin hanging in there, not really doing anything spectacular yet. I do think that CRO, which we talk a lot about on this channel, is going to have its big move at the end of this bull market. But right now, if you just be honest about it and you take a peek at what's going on with Crow right now, unfortunately, it is having new lows versus Bitcoin. Really, this is the lowest it's been versus Bitcoin in this entire bull market, bear market cycle. Really, in the last 3 years, it's the lowest it's been in the last 3 years. So I'm looking for a bounce now. We were getting some higher lows until this new low kind of came out. And I'm going to get rid of this trend line now. And now my hope is that we get a bounce for CRO, right around this lower level, this green band versus Bitcoin. And I think that is going to happen. And then we can have kind of a rally up. And I expect a big rally out of this. But this is typically a late mover in the bull market. So there's good gains to be made on it. Crypto.com is a company that's here to stay. But, unfortunately, the price action on the token is not doing what we want to do right now. Marty says, boo. I know. Boo, Marty. Boo. Okay. Well, what else is going on out there? How's everybody doing? Let's look at the chat, see what's going on. And I'll pull up a Bitcoin chart for you while we hang out a little bit and chatteroo. Richard Rose just asked, would you think it would be smart to transfer all Crow into Bitcoin and then back into Crow after Bitcoin makes a leg up? No. The reason being is because you're literally going to sell the bottom of Crow versus Bitcoin. I mean, this is the chart of Crow versus Bitcoin. And if you're going to sell your Crow for Bitcoin, I think that's literally the absolute worst time in history of Crowcoin literally the worst time in history of Crowcoin to probably do that. Now, I could be wrong. Nothing's financial advice, but you're asking me the question from my personal perspective. I wouldn't do that with my money because, again, this is already at the lows. You buy low, you sell high. technically this would be the opportunity to accumulate Crowcoin versus Bitcoin. This would actually be the opportunity to sell your Bitcoin for Crowcoin if you had that high conviction on Crowcoin, though it's hard to surrender your Bitcoin, and I understand that. And we got to note that there are some other tremendous plays out there, whether it's a meme coin like Welsh, whether it's a coin like HBAR or Jasmy or Solana or Crow or Stacks. There's going to be a lot of coins performing. So you have to really decide, what do you think the biggest horse is, the best horse? And Bitcoin, if you're trying to make gains, Bitcoin isn't really the one that you're going to make the most tremendous gains on. Bitcoin's more of the buy and hold over time strategy to accumulate wealth over time, not to get mega rich in a bull market, which I know a lot of people are trying to actually do in this space very, very regularly. Oh, you know what? We actually had that earlier, but a lot of gifted memberships today. Looking at the chat here. WCB JJ77, good to see you. Benny Blue Eye says, exactly, Kip. Diversification is key. I do believe that, but we do not want to be over diversified either, and it's tough. It is tough. Crypto Keeper says, I like it. Then I will be taking profit from my other bags and put them into Crow. Then make a lot of money off Crow. Hey, if that's your high conviction play, then yeah, I mean, it is at a low versus Bitcoin. And again, I am anticipating that this overall crypto market cap is going to explode. But at this point, I've got some Crow. I've got a lot of Crow memes. I'm trying to diversify into other ecosystems myself at this point, like Stacks, like potentially Jasmy, like into some of these others, maybe even some Caspa, which has caught a lot of people's attention in this bull market. So we'll see. See what else is going on out there. Soon the outboarder is healthy again. Let's hope for some Crow to supply me with a new one. Oh, nice. You got a boat. I love it, Con. That is awesome. Tennessee Eagerman says, Crow might 10 to 20x, BTC might 2 to 3x, but less risky with BTC. Agreed. See what else is going on out there. Shout out to See Something Good. We got Howard Walters on X saying hello. Hello to you, Howard. Well, guys, I don't really have too much other news, and if there's not a lot of questions today, that's okay. I got a lot more work to do, but today, Bitcoin looking very, very tradable. If I was to be making a trade today, right now, I would be holding off. I'd be waiting for another bounce, honestly, probably around the $69,000 price level, which I do think is possible. Or I'd be waiting for some potential rejection around the high, though I wouldn't really want to be shorting Bitcoin around the high. Instead, I might wait for it to break through the high, come back down, test the previous high, and long the previous high after that. Because even if we do get the breakout for Bitcoin above 73K, it's probably not just going to go straight through it and keep going and never turn around. So we'll see. But let me know what your guys' thoughts are, guys. We do have a sign-up link for FOMC. You can get up to $4,100 when you sign up using our link down below. You can become a member on this channel as well. So check that out if you haven't done so already. That is all I got in this one, guys. I am Crypto Kip. This is the Crypto Report. Don't forget to smash the like button, subscribe to this channel for more content, or to our X account for more content. And as always, guys, we say it every time, DCA, HODL, and I will see you in the next one, guys. Thanks for tuning in. Until next time, peace, y'all.